And good evening and welcome to Stream Television's coverage of high school basketball. Tonight, it's the Rockets and the Oilers from the launch pad in Titusville. And we welcome you to our broadcast this evening. Our coverage is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by True Value Hardware, by Armstrong, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by Joe Taylor Ford, by the Barking Lot, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, by Homerwood, by Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning, and by RTI. Well, here on the 5th day of February, it's the Rockets and the Oilers, and we welcome Coach Tim McCord to the broadcast this evening. Coach, this is an old-school rivalry here.
This brings back memories of the old Section 2 rivalry, the Northwest Athletic Conference, and all the years of Titusville versus Oil City, the backyard rivalry. A lot of intensity in these games.
Well, we're looking forward to tonight's matchup again here at Titusville High School's launch pad. Our coverage will continue right after this timeout.
Community Connect Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit, member-owned financial institution, and becoming a member is pretty easy. Stop in, call, or visit our website at communityconnectfcu.com and click Join to get started. Ask about our money market accounts, low-interest loans on new and used vehicles, or start saving for the holidays with a Christmas Club account. Visit us today to get started. We're Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street, Titusville.
Exceptional care. That is what our team of compassionate experts at Titusville Area Hospital Orthopedics will provide. Whether you're experiencing aches and pains or have suffered from significant injury, we are here for you. Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Michael Dvorkin is highly experienced in treating all orthopedic and sports medicine conditions. No matter what the treatment may be, you can trust that we'll be here for you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you enjoy. Learn more about our exceptional orthopedic care at titusvillehospital.org.
Interstate Pipe and Supply is proud to announce their celebration of 50 years in business. Holding true to their motto, service means business, they offer a full knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering. They are not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. They have been a primary pipe supplier in Titusville for 40-plus years. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year, and thank you for making Interstate Titusville's premier pipe supplier.
Homerwood is a flooring manufacturing plant. We make solid and engineered plain sawn flooring.
We are very family oriented. We watch out for each other. We're each other's brothers' keepers. We just all get along and just take care of each other.
We're a small company in Titusville, and we ship flooring all over the world. Take a lot of pride in the flooring that we make and that it does go into high-end homes. We're very quality driven here.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Anderson's can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tidiute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
And welcome back to the launch pad tonight. It's the Rockets and the Oilers, and I'm guessing this place will be rocking tonight. Coach Tim McCord joins me this evening, and Coach, you mentioned the old school rivalry. Lots of memories between these two teams.
Oh, no doubt about it. I can remember early in my coaching career the battles we had at the freshman level and the JV level, and I particularly remember instances where it got very, very physical with the Oil City Titusville rivalry, and I expect that this evening will be no different.
Rockets coming off a big win last week against General McLean, Coach. How does that play out for the rest of the season for the Rockets when you pick up a win like that?
Well, it's a huge confidence builder. play in a school that's a great program that has historically been one of the best in District 10, to come up with a win against them, and even more so, you got a trap game right after that. You know, you come off the big win, and then you have to go to Corey, a game that you probably should win, but you never know how kids are going to react, and the Rockets came away with a nice victory up in Corey.
And then, of course, with Oil City, Coach, you know, again, great history, great program. Oil City is coming in here tonight to play a game.
Well, Oil City, under first-year head coach Bundy Fulmer, I have no doubt that they'll be well-schooled with Bundy. Bundy's a protege of Bill Hager. He's been in the Oil City program for a while. So I expect them to be very physical, very athletic in this game.
Alrighty, going through the announcements before we start here this evening. We'll take one final timeout. Game tonight on Stream Television and Armstrong. High school basketball continues right after this.
So State Farm will be here to help protect our home?
Of course.
What about here?
Yep. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. Here?
Mm-hmm.
Who puts tinfoil in the microwave?
Here? Here? Here?
Feels a little awkward.
A little. Here?
You too.
So cold.
Mm-hmm. Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Whoever said it's only a dog never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
Are you moving at the speed of business? File transfers, multiple locations, video chat. Companies these days are using more data than ever, and it's got to be fast. With gigabit internet from Armstrong Business Solutions, you can keep up with the pack no matter what size your company is. We can provide your business a reliable connection to our advanced fiber optic network with speeds from 100 megs up to 10 gigs per second. Get your business in the fast lane. Armstrong Business Solutions. Your business is our business.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Oil City Oilers warming up. Titusville getting off the floor and heading over to the bench to get ready for the starting lineups and, of course, tip-off here tonight. The Rockets and the Oilers. And Tim McCord will be providing play-by-play here this evening. We'll be joining in with the public service or public address system. I'll get that right, Coach. It is a public service sometimes.
We need all the help we can get, Luke.
Welcome to tonight's basketball game featuring our own Titusville Rockets and the visiting Oil City Oilers. Please stand and honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was lies still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome to Titusville Area School District's presentation of Titusville Rocket Sports on the Stream.
And that was Sierra Baker singing the national anthem. And now it's the starting lineup.
Here's the starting lineup for the visiting Oilers. Starting at guard, a 6-foot sophomore, number 10, Holden Stahl. Starting at forward, a 6'3" senior, number 5, DeMarco Francis. Starting at center, a 6'3" senior, number 1, Cameron Muir. Starting at guard, a 5'8" senior, number 3, Hunter Hahn. And starting at guard, a 6'2" senior, number 20, Luke Homer. The visiting Oilers are coached by Bundy Fulmer, John Wright, Kevin Bogan, and Keith McFall. And now, here's the starting lineup for your Titusville Rockets. At guard, a 5'8" junior, number 20, Ethan Roberts. At forward, a 6'2" junior, number 44, Guy Anthony. At center, a 6'3" senior, number 24, Cole Culver. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 5, Cade Skinner. And at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 3, Jaquil Johnson. The Rockets are coached by head coach Craig Mellenbacher and assistant coaches Alice Klein and Rick Skinner.
Well, as Tony Romo would say, here we go. The Rockets and the Oilers here at the launch pad this evening. Luke Rio, Adam Bodemer, and to do play-by-play tonight, Tim McCord.
Well, here we go, Luke. Nice little rivalry here between Titusville and Oil City. Been renewed with both teams being in Region 6 this year. The Rockets come into this game with an overall record of 13-4, 7-2 in first place in the region. Oil City with an overall record of 9-7, 4-5, good for 5th place in Region 6. The previous matchup on January 11th, the Rockets came away victorious, 60-45 at Oil City. The opening tip, we have Culver and Francis. Rockets with the ball. Rockets in their home white uniforms. Oil City in their visiting blue. Skinner with the ball on the wing. Penetration, loses the ball off Oil City. It'll be Rockets ball underneath. Talking to Coach Mellenbacher tonight, he expected a very athletic Oil City team. Got a piece of Hunter Hahn, got a piece of that one. And the Rockets take an early 2-0 lead. Oil City, Homer with the ball on the wing. Oil City running a pass and cut offense, turnover to Titusville. Man-to-man defense for Oil City. Pressuring the ball. Johnson off to Roberts. Oil City trying to front Anthony on the inside. Nice ball pressure by Oil City's Holden Stahl. Johnson for 3. Air ball on that one. The Oil City fans react.
Nice sized crowd tonight, Coach.
Very nice crowd tonight, especially for a weeknight, Tuesday night. Nice penetration that time by Homer. Little reach around, tip out of bounds by Skinner. It'll be Oil City underneath their own hoop. They set up in a box set. A screen up, a screen the screener action, and wide open was Francis, and he misses the puppy. Rebound to Anthony. Johnson Hand off to Roberts. Roberts penetrates the middle. Nothing there. Good defense by Hunter Hahn. Skinner resets. 1-4 set for the Rocket. A little overplay that time by Homer. Allows Roberts to penetrate. And we're going to have a trip here on, it looks like, Cole Culver for the Rockets. That's his first, team first. Oil City ball in the backcourt. Stahl over to Homer. Homer looks at Hahn, nothing there. Hahn goes back down the lane to Stahl. Stahl on the wing to Francis. Into the corner. Homer with the ball. Out to Hahn. Long three by Hahn. Nice shot there. Hahn had a great game versus Warren in the last game that Oil City played. A nice win for the Oilers. Hahn comes away with 23 points in that game. And that's a great game for someone who's only averaging 8 per game. Rockets ball, center court. Johnson setting up the offense. Gets a screen from Skinner. Anthony flashes high. Takes the jumper from just inside the top of the key. No good. Rebound to Oil City. Roberts with a nice steal. Unable to get the shot to go. Rebound to Anthony. Nice little lay-in. Oil City's Hahn with another long one. And now the Rockets faithful gets the air ball chance. So we're one for each team here with the air balls.
It's amazing the impact that a fan base can have on a team.
It can, but in case of the air balls, it has no effect whatsoever.
Right.
Nice little weave for the Rockets. Johnson on the wing, looks inside to Culver. Culver sets up with a nice screen roll for Johnson. Johnson has the ball taken away by Holden Stahl. Stahl passes down to Muir. Muir on the wing. Over to Homer. Homer to Stahl again. Stahl in the lane. Kicks it out to Hahn. Hahn inside to Muir. Muir, nice little left-handed jumper. And that puts Oil City up 5-4. Still early in the first period. Skinner. Hand off to Roberts. Roberts to Johnson. Rockets have two big men down low. Culver flashes high. Rockets are a little sloppy tonight with the basketball. Oil City putting good defensive pressure on the ball tonight. Roberts penetrates. Tries to kick it to Culver. It ends up in Anthony's hand, and he misses everything. Oil City try to run a little bit, kick it ahead, pass out of bounds. Rockets basketball. Roberts will inbound. Substitution for Titusville. Elijah Perez in for Cole Culver. In the last game that we broadcasted, Luke, against General McLean, Culver hurt his ankle. I don't know that whether or not he is fully recovered. I mean, he looks pretty good out there right now.
I know there's another starter out there. I won't mention names, but he's kind of banged up tonight too, and wasn't sure how much time he'd be out there playing.
Oil City basketball. 3:28 remaining in the first period. Oilers with a 1-point lead. Stahl running the show to Homer. Homer down to Francis. Nice little cut there by number 32. Tyshawn Law. He has entered the game. Hahn to Homer. Stahl cuts down the lane, nothing there. Penetration, good defense by Skinner. Francis got him up in the air, couldn't make it go. Johnson with the penetration, he goes all the way and it rolls in and out. Anthony with the rebound and a power move to the hole.
Good follow with Anthony.
Very nice play. He's a strong player. be Oil City ball underneath. Another box set. This time a pop out to Francis. Roberts overplaying the wing. Inside to Law. Can't come away with the basket. Anthony at the three-point line to Skinner. Skinner looks for Anthony inside. Nothing there. Perez tried to pass it inside. Kicked out of bounds by Law. Rockets basketball in the corner. 1-4 setup for the Rockets. Johnson takes the inbound pass to Perez. Anthony's really posting up hard. Nothing there. Good defense by Francis on Anthony. An ill-advised pass by Skinner. Oil City comes away with the ball. Stahl brings it down to Law. Law inside. Francis unable to get it to go. It'll be out of bounds off of the Oilers. Johnson sets it up for Titusville. Skinner and Roberts crisscross. Look inside to Perez. Nothing there. He kicks it back outside to Skinner. Skinner to Perez again. Anthony flashing. Nothing there. Out to Skinner for the three. Nothing but net. Oil City quickly brings it down the floor. Hahn with the ball. Penetration. Skinner puts the clamps on him there. Stahl pulls up for the jumper. Nothing there. Oil City try to get a foul call there. Nothing happening. Johnson with the ball on the wing. Pulls it back out. Penetrates. Right by all of Oil City, and a nice one-handed scoop. And he's going to the line for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Boy, is he fun to watch. Just when you think there's nowhere for him to go, he finds a he finds a place.
He finds a way. That foul was on Law, his first, team first. Referees are letting them play so far. Back into the game for Titusville is Cole Culver. For Oil City, number 11, Lamar Johnson. We're under a minute to go in the quarter. Oil City, penetration. Nice job that time by Law. Good penetration. He'll go to the line. Foul for Titusville was on Guy Anthony, his first. First one good for Law. Nice form on that shot. Nice little touch there. Good follow through by Tyshawn Law. Johnson with the basketball. 40 seconds remaining in the period. Let's see if Titusville takes a quick shot or chooses to wind the clock down for the last shot. Anthony penetrates to the free throw line. Nice jumper for Guy Anthony. Showing a little bit of range in his game tonight. Oil City with the ball. Homer over to Johnson. Johnson to Stahl. 15 seconds left. Stahl pulls it out. Coach Fulmer calls for the last shot. A little screen action. Francis with the screen, nothing there. Stahl with the long three-pointer off the backboard, rebound to Culver, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Nice first quarter for Titusville with the score 14, Oil City 7.
Community Connect Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit, member-owned financial institution, and becoming a member is pretty easy. Stop in, call, or visit our website at communityconnectfcu.com and click Join to get started. Ask about our money market accounts, low-interest loans on new and used vehicles, or start saving for the holidays with a Christmas Club account. Visit us today to get get started. We're Community Connect Federal Credit Union, 1050 East Spring Street, Titusville.
Exceptional care. That is what our team of compassionate experts at Titusville Area Hospital Orthopedics will provide. Whether you're experiencing aches and pains or have suffered from significant injury, we are here for you. Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Michael Dvorkin is highly experienced in treating all orthopedic and sports medicine conditions. No matter what the treatment may be, you can trust that we'll be here for you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you enjoy. Learn more about our exceptional orthopedic care at titusvillehospital.org.
The second quarter action begins. Oil City basketball. Stahl running the point. Down to Homer on the wing. Hahn with a penetration. Leaves his feet. Tries to make a jump pass off of the Rockets. It'll be Oil City basketball. Inbounding will be Holden Stahl. Stahl averages 10 points a game. Nice little point guard for Oil City. Good athlete. Box set again on the inbounds play. Francis working one-on-one against Anthony. Anthony, good defense. Rebound to Law, and he draws another foul on Anthony. That'll be Anthony's second here early in the second period. Let's see if Coach Mellenbacher has to, or makes the decision to take him out of the game. Right now, I see no substitution coming in for Titusville. At the line is Law. First one short. And now Coach Mellenbacher makes a decision to bring in Ethan Roberts. So right now, Cole Culver will be the big man for Titusville, basically the only size that they have. Oil City, very well-rounded team as far as height is concerned. 0 for 2 that time for Law. Johnson uses a screen from Culver, handoff to Roberts. Stahl doing a nice job on Johnson. A little switch this time. Now we've got Homer guarding Johnson. Johnson pulls up for the three, and it's good. Hey, Luke, you were right that we've got two student sections here. I mean, you would expect that the Rocket students would outnumber Oil City being at a home game, but Oil City has a nice contingent, probably 30, 35 students here tonight, standing the entire game. So it's nice to see that type of spirit for both schools.
Yeah, we'll see if that plays a role in the game tonight. You know, Coach, you talked about height. I was never gifted with height. And
Luke, who are you talking to here?
Well, I was going to say, in basketball, it really rang true when my dad kept saying, you got to be scrappy. Got to be scrappy.
That's true. That's true. You have to hustle. So Rockets inbound the ball. Two guys go to Johnson to try to stop him, leaving Skinner inside all alone. He misses the jumper, and we've got an over-the-back call on Culver. And now, I believe that is his second also. Yes, it is. And Coach Mellenbacher's got a little bit of a predicament here. Both big men for Titusville with 2 fouls. Rockets, man-to-man defense, and I'll tell you, great cut that time by number 3, Hunter Hahn. Better pass. You gotta like that backdoor cut for Oil City. Johnson with another pull-up, a little long this time. Culver can't quite get it. Rebound to Oil City. Stahl looks ahead to Muir. Muir able to corral the ball and kick it back out. Inside.
Nice movement.
Marco Francis. Good power move by Francis that time. 17-11. Titusville with the lead. Early in the second period. Skinner with the basketball out top. He resets. Little motion by the guards for Titusville. Roberts to Perez. Perez seems like a young man who does a nice job taking care of the basketball. Doesn't really look to shoot that often. Culver with the ball at the high post. He kicks it out to Roberts. Roberts resets the offense. Holden Stahl is really doing a nice job. He is working really hard to keep Johnson under wraps. There's Perez. He tries a wraparound pass. No good. Good defense by Oil City. Homer came up with the ball. He kicks it over for a long three by Hahn. No good. We've got a foul. I believe it's going to be on Skinner. Let's wait and see. That's it. It'll be on Skinner. That's his first. 5 team fouls for the Rockets. Only 2 for Oil City here in the second period. Oil City inbounds. Kicks it out to Hahn. Hahn penetrates all the way to the hoop. No good. Rebound by Francis. And that will be Cole Culver's 3rd foul here, not even halfway through the second period. So I would imagine that after we shoot this first free throw that Francis is going to take, that Coach Mellenbacher is going to have to make another decision on what he's going to do with his other big man. Oil City a little cold from the line right now. That's 3 straight that they've missed. Francis off the back of the iron and spins it in.
Is that difficult to coach when you've got, you know, you're coming into a physical game like this and you know your players are going to be racking up some fouls?
Well, you've got to have them play smart, and 2 of those fouls that Culver had were fouls that, being a senior, he should know that you can't go over the back. And once you get your second one, you've got to know, hey, you know, blocking shots is not something I should be doing right now. And now we've got Rockets have Anthony back in the game. Anthony, their best inside player, gets the ball inside, kicks it out, and to the young man that I stated earlier, didn't look to shoot very often. Perez had a wide open 3 and he buried it. Oil City with a substitution here. Johnson in the game, number 42. So Oil City has gone 8 deep right now. The Rockets have gone with 7 players. So we'll see if the depth that Oil City is showing right now will pay off for them as the game goes along. Johnson penetrates. And it'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Oil City. Titusville. Roberts will inbound the ball. 1-4 high set for the Rockets. 4 across the free throw line. Kicked it out to number 34, Willie Colon, in the game for the first time. So that'll be the 8th player that the Rockets have used. I'm not sure that Cade Skinner called that one, but the banks are open for him. Nice little jumper from the free throw line, banking it in. 22-12. Oil City.
Is that mobile banking?
In this day and age, yes. Another missed shot by Stahl. I looked up at the scoreboard, Luke, and the Rockets have a 10-point lead, and it just does not feel that way to me at all. This feels like a really tight game. Oil City unable to get some of these shots to drop. I think Oil City's playing really nice defensively. Perez takes another shot, no good off the iron. Ball up with Hahn. Hahn tries to penetrate, and he draws a foul on Ethan Roberts. Roberts not pleased with that call, but I've never met a player that ever was pleased with the foul that was called on him. Another substitution for Oil City, Spencer McFall, number 4. I'm not sure if he's one of the McFall brothers that I know. They were all good ball handlers and good shooters, so if he belongs to the same family, that's good lineage when it comes to being able to play this game.
Oil City's JV team looked impressive.
Yeah, they came away with a nice win over the Rockets. Good hustle by both teams right there. Cologne with the ball, kicks it out to Perez, to Skinner. Rockets move the ball very quickly. Perez with a nice drive, blocked by Hunter Hahn. The Rockets basketball. 2:44 remaining in the half. Roberts will inbounds for Titusville. Titusville in a box set. Little diagonal screen. Skinner with a basketball. We got a blocking foul on Johnson for Oil City. Substitutions for Oil City coming into the game. Francis back in for Johnson. And number 11, Lamar Johnson, in for the first time. Roberts having a little trouble getting the ball in. Johnson calls the play. They've spread the lane, wide open. I'll tell you what, Titusville that time went in a 1-4 set with all 4 wings out wide to open up the lane for Jaquil Johnson, and he was able to take advantage of that with his quickness. Oil City with the ball. Homer tries to penetrate, and an offensive foul called on Homer. Not sure that Coach Fulmer would agree with that call.
Oh, Vic Carr would always say that's the toughest call to make in a game.
Very difficult. The block charge is very, very difficult. Roberts to his left, hand off to Skinner. Looking for Johnson. The big men on the inside for Oil City have really squeezed into the lane to try to stop Johnson's penetration. Skinner with a 3 ball. It's good.
Although I think Vic would tell you he never made a mistake when he called that.
Oh, best referee in Western Pennsylvania. And I said that with as much sincerity as I could. Good for Vic. So Oil City will go to the line. That foul for the Rockets was on Perez. That's his first.
It is nice to see some new faces this year in the officiating realm.
Yeah, I mean, this is the second game I've been here, and I have not known any of these officials. So it's probably best that I don't know them. No judgment. So Homer's at the line, cashed in on the first one, pulls the Oilers within 14, and now 13. Oil City drops back. Their man-to-man defense. Johnson's going to take it all the way to the hoop, and it's good. I'm telling you, I don't care if you're playing General McLean. I don't care if you're playing Oil City or who you're playing. Johnson is one tough player to guard. He is so quick. Oil City around the corner, kicks it inside to Muir. Muir's a lefty, tries to take it to baseline, no good. Nice little move that time for Homer. He tries a 3 ball, no good. Back into Muir, layup, no good. He gets his own rebound, fumbles it around, and Skinner comes up with it. Under a minute to play. Johnson behind the back. He takes it all the way to Roberts, and he shoots it right over the top of the rim. Nice fast break and nice pass by Jaquil Johnson. Unfortunately, not able to finish the play. Penetration that time by Luke Homer. Foul on Titusville. Homer's got some quickness also. He's doing a nice job taking the ball to the hole. He'll be at the free throw line again. Made his last 2. That foul was on 34, Willie Cologne. His first. 1-on-1. Or excuse me, this will be a 2-shot foul. Nice free throw that time by Homer. Still a 14-point lead for the Rockets. Second one is good. That's 4 in a row for Homer. 40 seconds left in the period. I'd like to see Titusville go for the last shot, but that doesn't seem to be what they usually do. The philosophy for them is to just take, if you have a good shot right off the bat, let's take it. Skinner penetrating, and he takes an off-balance 1-foot jumper with 20 seconds to play, and that's going to cost Titusville. Not a real good shot that time by Skinner. Oil City quickly took the ball down the floor. Foul's going to be on Jaquil Johnson, and I believe that Luke Homer is going to go to the line again. Not a real good possession by Titusville that time. I know they can do better. Homer got hit and fell hard to the ground. He's got a little hitch in his get-along right now. First free throw. No good. Second free throw coming up for Homer. He's been at the line quite a bit this period. And it's good.
Adding points without that time moving.
That's right. I mean, that last possession, well, we can do better. We can do better, but that's just the way high school basketball goes. So it'll be Titusville basketball. Oil City moves the pressure up a little bit. They're set up right now in a 2-2-1 three-quarter court press, probably trying to just slow things down a little bit so Titusville doesn't have a real good look. Nice kick out for Roberts, and he buries the three ball. Good pass that time by Perez. Ooh, almost for Oil City. So at the end of the first half, Titusville 32. The backyard rivals, Oil City Oilers 17.
Our coverage will continue right after this timeout.
Interstate Pipe and Supply is proud to announce their celebration of 50 years in business. Holding true to their motto, service means business, they offer a full knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering. They are not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. They have been a primary pipe supplier in Titusville for 40-plus years. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year, and thank you for making Interstate Titusville's premier pipe supplier.
Homerwood is a flooring manufacturing plant. We make solid and engineered plain sawn flooring.
We are very family oriented. We watch out for each other. We're each other's brothers' keepers. We just all get along and just take care of each other.
We're a small company in Titusville, and we ship flooring all over the world. Take a lot of pride in the flooring that we make and that it does go into high-end homes. We're very quality driven here.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tidiute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
So State Farm will be here to help protect our home.
Of course.
What about here?
Yep. Nice.
Okay. Here?
Who puts tinfoil in the microwave?
Here? Here? Here?
Feels a little awkward.
A little. Here?
Here too.
So cold.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Whoever said it's only a dog never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
Are you moving at the speed of business? File transfers, multiple locations, video chat. Companies these days are using more data than ever, and it's got to be fast. With gigabit internet from Armstrong Business Solutions, you can keep up with a pack no matter what size your company is. We can provide your business a reliable connection to our advanced fiber optic network with speeds from 100 megs up to 10 gigs per second. Get your business in the fast lane. Armstrong Business Solutions. Your business is our business.
And welcome back to the Launchpad second half action. Just moments away, our coverage of Titusville Rocket basketball this season brought to you by State Farm Insurance, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by True Value Hardware, by Armstrong, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by Joe Taylor Ford, by the Barking Lot, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, by Homerwood, by Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning, and by RTI. Well, team's out warming up. Coach, you're in the locker room. What are both sides telling their players?
Well, for Oil City, I'm sure that Coach Fulmer is telling them they have to do a little bit better job in trying to contain Jaquil Johnson. He's been the main man for Titusville tonight. And then for Titusville, they're going to want to just keep doing what they're doing with the exception of their big guys. They've got to figure out a way to play defense without fouling, because right now, Titusville's in a world of hurt inside. But they were able to come through for the latter part of that second half and maintain their lead. It looks like, let's see, Oil City basketball to begin the second half. Very impressed with Holden Stahl running a show for Oil City. I think he's done a really nice job. He played the entire first half, and he was guarding Jaquil Johnson. And he can't do it by himself. He's going to have some help to try to fight off Johnson's quickness. So Oil City basketball as we begin the second half. Stahl out front over to Muir. Muir to the wing to Hahn. Hahn kicks it back outside to Homer. Homer over to Muir. The lefty kicks it down in the corner. Back out front to Hahn. Hahn penetrates, kicks it over to Muir. Nothing there. Pretty good defense by Titusville. Oil City resets. Long three-pointer by Homer. Off the iron. And here we are early in the third period, and we've got a foul on Titusville. That foul is on Guy Anthony, and that just makes matters even worse. 3 fouls for both big men for Titusville. Smart play by Oil City. Kick that ball inside. Francis over the top of Anthony. Nothing Anthony could do. He's got to just hold his ground and let Oil City take that shot. 13-point lead for Titusville. Anthony from 3. Not necessarily the shot you'd like to see Anthony take. Skinner with the rebound. Unable to get the ball to go. Stahl on the wing. Kicks it. Misses the cutter. Recovered by Homer. Homer over to Francis, and he takes it all the way in. And Francis is getting a little more aggressive offensively. Nice pass that time by Jaquil Johnson to Cole Culver, streaking down the middle for the layup. Homer penetrates. Nothing the big guys for Titusville can do. Smart move by Oil City.
Yeah, I imagine they're going to take advantage of getting inside the paint.
Skinner to Roberts. Roberts takes it off of a screen by Culver and throws it away. Blocked by Jaquil Johnson. Bundy Fulmer is not a happy coach right now. Johnson all the way in for the basket, and that's 2 that Oil City doesn't get with the foul not being called, and then 2 for Titusville. Culver inside with Muir. Culver goes up and blocks the shot cleanly. And now these last 3 possessions here, this looks more like a Titusville Oil City basketball game. A little bit more physical. Coach is giving the referees the what for. Roberts on the baseline, and it looks like we're going to get an illegal screen called on Guy Anthony, and that is his 4th. Mark this down, Luke.
Wow.
Titusville with a 13-point lead with 5:35 to go in the 3rd period. Anthony having to sit down, and he's probably going to be there for quite a long time. Steal by Perez. Knocked out of bounds by Stahl. It will be Titusville basketball. It's an opportunity for Oil City. See if they can take advantage of the lack of size inside for Titusville. 1-4 set. Inbounded to Johnson. Johnson at the top of the key. Through his legs. A little too fancy. Recovered by Roberts. Roberts to Perez. And that's going to be a reaching foul on Hunter Hahn. He got him on the arm. Titusville basketball in front of their own bench. Johnson will inbound the ball to Roberts. Titusville in a 1-4 box set. Roberts fakes the shot, back out to Johnson. Titusville resets. Perez off a Culver screen, nothing there. Good defense by Oil City. Things have really slowed down here in this possession. Roberts to Perez. Perez down the lane. Nice pass to Culver. Good block that time by Muir. Culver gets it back and lays it in. Muir with a good recovery on defense that time. Off the front of the iron by Francis. Johnson. He's looking ahead. Pulls up for the 3. Off the front of the iron. Rebound by Homer. Homer penetrates. He's going to take it all the way. Looks like we had a blocking foul called on, I'm going to say Perez, it looks like. And that's correct. That'll be on Perez. That's Titusville's 3rd already. That's Perez's 2nd. Stahl will inbound the ball for the Oilers. 1-4 box set. Oh, nice little play. That was nice communication that time between Stahl and Muir. Oil City had been running the same play where the ball side, or the strong side, big man had just kicked out to get the ball in bounds, and that time he took one little step and then went right to the hoop. Stahl seeing everything, nice little lob into Muir for the layup. Roberts throws it away, tries to recover, and he picks up the foul. The fouls are mounting for Titusville. That's their 4th already. Still 3:50 to play. That's Roberts' 2nd, team 2nd, or excuse me, his 2nd and team 4th. Number 34, Willie Colon, in the game for the Rockets. The same exact play. They had a new guy in the game. Colon gets the rebound, and he loses it back to Muir. Picked up by Stahl, and layup for Oil City. It's now an 11-point game. Rockets still in the lead.
Passes haven't been that crisp tonight.
No, things have been a little sloppy for Titusville this quarter. Johnson penetrating. A wild shot. Nice rebound by Culver. He brings it up on the opposite side and takes the left-handed layup, and that's good. The value of having a big kid inside. 3 ball. by Hahn, no good. Culver with the rebound, fouled by Oil City. That foul is on number 32, Law. A little bit more pressure defensively for Oil City, picking up at 3/4 court. Just token pressure, though. Nothing too intense. Johnson walking the ball up the floor to Roberts. He gets a screen from Cologne. Excuse me, that was Skinner. It'll be a common foul. Foul on the floor. Foul was on Muir. His first, team third. Rockets basketball, 1-4 set from the free throw line. Perez to inbounds the ball. Johnson cuts through. Skinner off of the screen and kick it all the way outside to Skinner. Rockets with a 1-4 high set. The guards looking to crisscross. Johnson waves Perez off. Skinner with the basketball, trying to get Oil City to come out and play him a little bit harder. Oop. Move that foot. Perez thought he was able to keep his foot in place, but the referee said no, and that'll be a travel on Titusville. 13-point game. 2:30 left in the third quarter. Ball out front to Homer. Homer loses the ball. Perez is going to try to take it all the way in. He's got three Oilers who go right after him for the shot. Rockets easily get the rebound, kick it out to Skinner for the short jumper. And we've got an Oiler injured on the floor right now. That'll be Hunter Hahn down on the floor. Trainer's giving him a look, and so we'll have a little timeout here.
Coach, you spent a lot of time in the fall with the golf team. You then transitioned to basketball in the wintertime. Talk about just the differences in the length of those seasons, because it seems like these guys probably started touching a basketball in November, and here we are in February. That makes for a long period of time.
Very much so, Luke. Golf was the season was very quick. Very quick. I mean, you start in mid-August. Depending on how far any of your players or your team went, I mean, you could get to the end of October if you make it all the way to states. But for most kids, the season was done the first week of October. Basketball, I know many times when I was coaching both, I went right from the golf course to the gym because we would have open gym at least 2 nights a week preseason. And so does not make for much of a social life or a family life as far as being a head coach is concerned. And now basketball, and all sports for that matter, all sports are year-round sports. It becomes very, very difficult, but that's what you sign up for. You know what you're getting into.
Well, you did it well.
Well, I did it. Okay, turnover by Oil City. Skinner with the ball. Bounce pass to Perez. Perez looking to penetrate. Nothing there. Skinner didn't quite get his feet set. And we've had a lot of air balls tonight, Luke. A lot of shots rushed. Maybe it's the stress or the anxiety of the Oil City Titusville game. We've got a timeout on the floor.
A minute 57 to go in this third quarter of play. I mentioned Guy Anthony picking up his 4th foul at the 5:35 mark.
Yeah, we've right now, since that time, Culver has done a really nice job inside. He's been able to pick up the slack, and all without getting his 4th foul. If we can get through the rest of this period with Culver still at 3 fouls, and then depending on the score, let's wait as long as possible before we get Anthony back in there. If we can keep the lead, we meaning Titusville, if Titusville can keep the lead at double digits, I'm sure Coach Mellenbacher will keep Anthony on the bench as long as he can. I really like a lot of the things Oil City's trying to do offensively. It just seems, though, that tonight the shots aren't falling for them. I mean, as I stated earlier, I mean, they had a nice game against Warren. Hahn had 23 points, but he's struggling a little bit tonight Stahl had 15 in that game and Homer 12, so they're very capable. Oil City's very capable of being a good offensive team. It just, tonight the shots don't seem to be falling for them. Oil City basketball, Muir with the ball on the wing. He looks out front to McFall, no good there. Perez is going to take it all the way, and it's good for the layup. Nice job that time by Elijah Perez.
Yeah, he's done a nice job tonight.
He has. He's filled in admirably. Stahl, nice pass. Over to Law. Law lays it in for the Oilers. Nice penetration that time by Holden Stahl.
He fought the Law, and the Law won.
Nice little weave out front for the Rockets. Perez down to Skinner. Skinner drives baseline, looking for Culver. Bad pass by Skinner. Oilers had 5-on-4 there for quite a while as Skinner took his time coming down the floor. Not much hustle that time out of Skinner. But we've got another injury. Perez, I think he just inadvertently got hit up around his nose. It'll be Oil City basketball. So right now for Oil City, we've got Homer, Muir, Stahl, McFall, and Law sits down. Let's see, who else do we have here? Francis on the floor for Oil City. For Titusville, Skinner, Cologne, Roberts, Culver, and Jaquil Johnson. It will be Oil City basketball underneath. Oil City in a 1-4 set. This time on ball side, on the strong side, they've got Francis, and he just pops out to the wing, sets a screen inside for Stahl, and does a nice job flashing to the basketball. Good pass that time by Oil City to get the ball inside. That'll be a foul on Titusville. That's their 15th foul. That foul was on Cologne, his second. Inside to Stahl. He wants the foul, doesn't get the foul, but he does get the bucket. And it's a 13-point game, under a minute to play. 50 seconds left. Roberts, nothing there. Hand off to Skinner. Skinner to Johnson. Johnson looks to penetrate. Nothing there. Tries it again. Goes right by Muir and makes a nice little one-hander. Under 30 seconds. Oil City with the ball. Homer tried the entry pass into Muir, and it was just a little too far out of Muir's reach. Titusville ball, 26 seconds left in the third period. Johnson makes the play call. Oil City's defense not quite as intense as we saw earlier in the game. Their big men inside are playing inside the lane to try to stop Johnson penetration. Johnson goes right by Stahl. The big men are ready for him that time. Nice job by Oil City, by both Muir and Francis. Johnson, and he walks with the ball. Pretty good defense on the ball that time by Oil City. Under a second to play. Oil City just inbounds the ball. They get the shot off, no good. And at the end of 3, Titusville 46, the Oil City Oilers 31.
Exceptional care. That is what our team of compassionate experts at Titusville Area Hospital Orthopedics will provide. Whether you're experiencing aches and pains or have suffered from significant injury, we are here for you. Board-certified orthopedic surgeon Michael Dvorkin is highly experienced in treating all orthopedic and sports medicine conditions. No matter what the treatment may be, you can trust that we'll be here for you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you enjoy. Learn more about our exceptional orthopedic care at titusvillehospital.org.
Homerwood is a flooring manufacturing plant. We make solid and engineered plain sawn flooring.
We are very family oriented. We watch out for each other. We're each other's brothers' keepers. We just all get along and just take care of each other.
We're a small company in Titusville, and we ship flooring all over the world. Take a lot of pride in the flooring that we make and that it does go into high-end homes. We're very quality driven here.
final 8. 46-31.
It's been a pretty decent game thus far, Luke. Oil City will have the basketball in their possession to start the final period. Luke Homer will inbound the ball. As I said earlier, Oil City's just struggling a little bit offensively tonight. They're a very well balanced team offensively. Stahl, Francis, and Homer all average between 9 and 10 points a game. They had a good game against Warren last week. Nice penetration that time by Homer. Unfortunately, ended up in a wild shot. Titusville gets the rebound. Johnson with an ill-advised pass to Culver. Culver unable to handle it, and it's out of bounds off Titusville. Oil City basketball.
It's hard to believe Johnson's a senior.
Yeah, I know. He's a good player. I don't know the young man to speak of at all other than what I've seen on the basketball floor, but he's got some skills. He's got the potential to be able to play at the next level depending on what he wants to do and how much time he's willing to put into the game. There's that out-of-bounds play again. Lob into Muir. Not only are we not, when I say we, excuse me, not only is Titusville not recognizing this play, that's 4 times I think that Oil City's run the same play. And you would think, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And Titusville's got to do a much better job on those out-of-bounds plays inside. First one's good for Cameron Muir. Cameron Muir has had a really nice game tonight. He's done a nice job offensively for Oil City, and he's done a pretty decent job on the defensive end. Also blocked a couple shots, been able to provide good help defense when Titusville tries to penetrate the lane. Here's Oil City in a little 2-1-2 half-court pressure. Johnson penetrates right by it. He's a little out of control, and he gets rescued by the referee with a foul on Oil City. Johnson very much out of control that time. Titusville inbounds the ball in a 1-4 box set. Culver pops out to the wing, gets the inbounds pass, sets up a screen for Johnson. Johnson with a long 3, and it's good. 49-33, Titusville.
He seems to be comfortable anywhere on the floor.
He does. Nice penetration that time by Luke Homer. No defense by the Rockets. Johnson that time very lackadaisical as he took the inbounds pass, and now he turns around and compounds the mistake by fouling DeMarco Francis. And the Rockets have, Oil City will be in the bonus. That's 18 fouls for Titusville. So here we are with 6:42 to play. 14-point lead for Titusville. Oil City has a nice opportunity here to close the gap in this game and make it much tighter and make it much more exciting. First one's good by Francis. Let's see if Francis can make this one, if they put that pressure on again. No good. Long rebound. Muir hustles, gets his own rebound. Nice little left-handed bank hook, baby hook shot, and we've got ourselves a ball game here, Luke. There's Oil City again with the 3/4 court pressure. Johnson takes it right where you don't want the ball. You never want to pick up your dribble right there, just over half court. He tries to pick the ball up. Oil City puts a little pressure on him, and Johnson fumbles the ball out of bounds. Oil City basketball with a chance to get this game under 10 points for the first time in quite a while. Stahl penetrates, nothing there. Good pickup by Skinner. Francis out front. Excuse me. That was Homer with the ball. Homer tries to penetrate, nothing there, to Francis. Francis penetrates, Johnson tries to block, he gets the block. Johnson, much smaller than Francis, still able to sky up over the top and get the block cleanly. Here we are, 6 minutes remaining in the game, and Guy Anthony back in for Titusville. Oil City basketball inbounds. A little screen-the-screener play. And he was wide open, and that'll be 5 on Anthony, and he is done. He wasn't in the game for 2 seconds. And they were able to get the 5th foul on him. So here we are, just under 6 minutes to play. Guy Anthony no longer in the game. Oil City making a run. Francis will be at the line for 2. Oil City will be in the double bonus the rest of this game. Only 4 team fouls on Oil City. First one is good. And Coach Craig Mellenbacher for Titusville calls a timeout trying to stop this roll by the Oilers.
Now within 10.
10-point game. It's been quite a while since it's been there. It's been a comfortable lead for Titusville, but they haven't been able to put Oil City away. Oil City's done a nice job of just keeping their composure and just clawing and scratching and trying to get their way back into this game. You can see the momentum shift. You can see Oil City really picking up the intensity with that 3/4 court pressure. So let's see what Titusville does as this run happens. And this happens in every game. There's always going to be a run. You have to expect that if you're in the lead.
Coach, did you say the pace of this game has benefited Oil City?
Well, I don't want to say that it hasn't been much of a pace, really. There's not been a whole lot of up and down. So I would think, yeah, for Oil City, by putting that 3/4 court press on, that slows Titusville down. And I know Jaquil Johnson wants to get up and down the floor. So I guess if I had to say which team was favored by the pace, yes, I would agree with you that Oil City has been favored. Culver with the ball on the sideline. He's double teamed. And what do we have here? We have a foul. We do. A foul on Oil City. Looks like the foul is on Muir. That's his 3rd, team 5th. Sideline out of bounds for Titusville. Titusville cannot sit back and try to milk this clock. They've got to get in their offense. And they're playing without their best big man inside, Guy Anthony.
Oil City's picked up a lot of points while that clock's been stopped.
They sure have. They've been making a living at the free throw line. Titusville's committed just way too many fouls. Roberts hands off to Johnson. Titusville just very slowly working the ball around. Johnson trying to go past McFaul. Nothing there. McFaul did a nice job keeping Johnson under wraps. Nice switch that time. Homer now on Johnson. Johnson's going to try to take it all the way, and he does. That young man has really got some quickness. Ooh, Muir wide open. Titusville doing a really poor job of matching up that time. Oil City, good job of getting the ball into Muir. 9-point game, 4:52 left. Timeout, Oil City.
Now, what's the strategy on the Oil City side, Coach?
Oh, they just have to keep doing what they're doing. The 3/4 court press has really put Titusville in a bind. They're not handling it real well. Titusville at this point has been taking the ball down the sideline, and as a result, Oil City's doing really well trapping the Titusville ball handlers. Let's just see this time what Oil City plans to do, but I would think they would like a little bit more of the same. I like the strategy that Coach Fulmer has employed here during this quarter. So here we go again. Oil City bringing the pressure up with Stahl and Homer, the front two. Now it's a 2-2-1 pressure with Francis back. They've taken Muir out of the game, so there's some size that's gone to the bench for Oil City. Trading a little size for quickness. Johnson walking the ball up against the 2-2-1 pressure. Over to Perez. Now there's the way you want to beat the press, by getting the ball into the middle. Great job by Titusville that time. Got the ball in the middle to Cole Culver, who kicked it back out to Johnson, and Titusville will now run their offense. 9-point game. Titusville in the lead. Skinner to Johnson. Johnson tries to go by. Oil City pulls up for a short jumper. It's good, and we're going to have a foul. That foul looks like it's on Holden Stahl. It is. That'll be the 16th foul for Oil City. That's Stahl's first, so Titusville will be in the 1-on-1 from this point on. Johnson converts the old-fashioned three-point play. Titusville stretches the lead back to 12. 4:15 left to play. Long three-pointer that time by Homer. Good rebound by Law, and he lays it in. Johnson against this time a 1-2-1-1 press, and he is fouled by, I thought it was Law. Nope, they called it on Stahl. So that'll be Johnson going to line for a 1-on-1. Lamar Johnson into the game for Oil City. 1-on-1 for Jaquil Johnson. First one up and good. And even 4 minutes to play. Titusville 55, Oil City 44. And the second one good also. It's been fun to watch this Oil City team tonight. They have really, really worked hard. Stahl, he tries a crossover dribble, was knocked away by Perez, and Jaquil Johnson, 5'8", comes down on the breakaway and slams the ball home. And I'll tell you what, the people in the front row have gone crazy. We got fans out on the floor. I'll tell you what, I don't know what the referees are going to do, but that should be a technical on Titusville. That cannot happen. We cannot have fans just walk out on the floor celebrating like that. So the referees, there's a foul on the play. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the play. They've called the Oil City team back away from the free throw line. The referees are huddling in front of the scorer's table. So what we have is a good basket by Jaquil Johnson, and the referees have called an intentional foul on number 32, Tyshawn Law. Coach Bundy Fulmer not real thrilled with that call. It looked to me like Law was just going for the basketball. I don't have the benefit of an instant replay. But no matter, referees get the final say in this. So, Jaquil Johnson should be at the line. He got fouled on the play, so they're saying 2 shots. He misses the first one long. It's a little different when you're on that free throw line and there's nobody around it. It's a whole new perspective. So here's the second one for Johnson from the intentional foul. And it'll be Titusville basketball, I would think, underneath the hoop. 3:49 to play. That stretches the lead for Titusville to 15 points. The Rockets will have the basketball underneath their own hoop, set up in a box set, and we have got a timeout. A full timeout called by Titusville.
And we'll take a quick 30-second timeout ourselves. This is high school basketball on Stream Television.
Interstate Pipe and Supply is proud to announce their celebration of 50 years in business. Holding true to their motto, service means business, they offer a full knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering. They are not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. They have been a primary pipe supplier in Titusville for 40 plus years. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year, and thank you for making Interstate Titusville's premier pipe supplier.
Don't forget, right after the game, we'll have our 2-hour post-game show. Oh, no, wait, we won't do that tonight. We won't.
You know, Luke, there's a hockey game on tonight.
3:49 to go in this fourth quarter, and this gym came alive in the last few minutes.
It certainly did. It certainly did. Titusville has steadied the ship and have stretched the lead back to 15. Now it would behoove them to run a little clock. 3:40 to play. Skinner with the ball up front to Perez. They've really got it spread out. And I'll tell you right there was nothing wrong with that pass by Perez. That was all Skinner. He never made a move to go meet the pass. And as a result, the Oilers were able to get the steal, take it in. They tried to dunk the ball also, but were unsuccessful. Were able to get the rebound. Rockets not exactly hustling back, and now it'll be Law at the line for 2. First one's good. Fundamentals of the game are important in times like this, and Skinner just didn't quite think to go to the basketball. Go meet the pass, young man. Both free throws good by the Oilers. Pressure's backed off a little bit. More of a half-court pressure now. Johnson with the ball, goes right past Stahl. Picked up by Francis. Johnson keeps the ball, and it's knocked out of bounds by Law. And it'll be 1-1 for Jaquil Johnson. That is the 5th foul for Law, and he will leave the game. Coming in to replace him will be Cameron Muir. Law filled in admirably for the Oilers. I really like what Muir's done tonight. I said that earlier. He's been a nice player inside for Oil City. Johnson with the free throw.
A lane violation?
We have an intentional foul called. It looks like it might be on Homer. I'm not sure. Skinner is wincing, holding his eye. So that free throw should be good. They have an intentional foul that is called. I was wrong. It looks like they called it on Francis. So Johnson should get the second of the 1-on-1. Luke, now we have a Titusville Oil City game. It's physical. You got things happening here that really you don't want to see. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't see what happened there on the scrum on the free throw line. So Titusville is going to get 2 for the intentional foul. Jaquil Johnson makes the 1-on-1. Skinner to the line now for the 2-shot intentional foul. And it looks like Titusville's been able to stem the tide of that Oil City run. Titusville extended the lead back to 16 with 3:14 to play. Skinner looking to make it 17, and he does. So Titusville with a 17-point lead. Coach Fulmer for Oil City looking for answers from the officials. Not getting a response. It'll be Titusville ball, 1-4 set underneath the basket. Johnson flashes through the lane, nothing there. Skinner with a 3-pointer. Pretty quick shot that time when you've got a big lead. Pretty quick shot by Titusville. Muir behind the back for a big man inside. Little baby hook, no good. Rebound by Francis, and he's fouled. It'll be 2 shots for Francis. That foul was on Elijah Perez. That'll be his 4th. Both teams in the double bonus for the last 3 minutes of this basketball game. First one's good. DeMarco Francis at the line for his 2nd. I was kind of surprised in the last possession with Titusville bringing the ball up the floor, the Oil City backed off their defense. And they backed it up again, so they're just going to play half-court man-to-man. I thought they were pretty successful running that zone trap for the latter part of the 3rd quarter and the beginning of the 4th quarter. Now it's going to be Perez on the sideline being double teamed. He penetrates down the lane, kicks it out to Roberts. Roberts has a chance to get his feet set, and that's where he is at his best. When he has time to shoot, he's a nice little 3-point shooter. Stahl over to Lamar Johnson, down to the baseline, kicks it back out and around to Stahl. Stahl penetrates out to Homer. Homer in the corner to Francis, guarded by Culver. Muir inside. Nice defense that time by Skinner. And Oil City right now, they're spending too much time worrying about the officiating instead of just playing the game. I've seen a couple times where their players are looking for calls, begging for calls. And that happens, and you get frustrated, and that's just part of basketball, especially at the high school level. There's always frustrations that set in as you're trying to make a comeback. Skinner at the line with 2.
I think you mentioned it earlier on in the game, Coach, that the score really not indicative of the play here, because it seemed like it has been a much closer game.
It really did. I mean, but the best that Oil City got it as the game went along was down to 9. It just couldn't get it over the hump from that point on. And now we're at a 20-point lead for Titusville. And I look for the coaches here to let some other people play a little bit as we get down towards a minute. Long 3-pointer by Francis off the iron. Rebound to Johnson. Better watch out. He's going to take it all the way. And he does. Little reverse layup. Fouled on a play by Francis. Johnson will go to the line. For 1. Substitution for Oil City. Jared Baker into the game for Francis. Jaquil Johnson. That's good. Willie Colon in the game for Cole Culver. Great job by Cole Culver staying out of foul trouble after getting 3 fouls early in this game. Was able to give the Rockets an inside presence. Oil City. Nice drive that time by Lamar Johnson for the layup. Titusville slowly bringing the ball up the floor. Oil City in their man-to-man. Things have slowed down here quite a bit as we wind down this game. Titusville with a big lead. Skinner with a wild layup there. Rebound by Perez. He pulls it back out. Smart play. Johnson down to Cologne. And their Titusville's very content to just wind the clock down. Penetrate and kick. We're under a minute here. Skinner with the basketball. Down to Cologne. Cologne kicks it out to Perez. Good job by Perez going to meet the pass. So it looks like here we are. Titusville is going to go to 8-2 in Region 6 play. Oil City 4-6. that'll keep the Rockets in first place. With General McLean playing tonight, I believe they're at Fort LaBeouf. Titusville with 2 more games left in the region as we move along here. At Harbor Creek on Friday, and then they'll finish up with a home game 1 week from today against Fort LaBeouf. Cameron Muir on the line for 2. First one good. I'll tell you, Luke, here we are with just 20 seconds left to play, a 20-point game, and nobody has left this gym. It is still just as crowded as it was when we started this game. So that's a real tribute to fans on both sides tonight.
Well, the Oil City crowd, they've been on their feet for quite a bit of this game.
Both student sections have been on their feet. You've got the Titusville section serenading the Oil City Oilers. And it is now a final. It's a 20-point game. Titusville 71, Oil City 51.
What a game here tonight. We'll recap tonight's game, final 71-51, when we come back right after this.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Andersons can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tidiute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
So State Farm will be here to help protect our home.
Of course.
What about here?
Yep. Nice.
Okay. Here?
Who puts tinfoil in the microwave?
Here? Here? Here?
Feels a little awkward.
A little. Here?
You too.
So cold.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Whoever said it's only a dog never loved a dog. Our philosophy is simple. We treat every dog as if it were our own, and believe us, we spoil our dogs. When dogs are comfortable, they're happy. The Barking Lot in Titusville is ready to make your dog happy by offering grooming services, daycare, and boarding. Call today to schedule an appointment, or better yet, stop in and discover a stranger, crazier, quirkier group of dog lovers at the Barking Lot in Titusville.
Are you moving at the speed of business? File transfers, multiple locations, video chat. Companies these days are using more data than ever, and it's got to be fast. With gigabit internet from Armstrong Business Solutions, you can keep up with the pack no matter what size your company is. We can provide your business a reliable connection to our advanced fiber optic network with speeds from 100 megs up to 10 gigs per second. Get your business in the fast lane. Armstrong Business Solutions. Your business is our business.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Well, the final here from the launch pad, 71-51. And again, as we mentioned, the score really no indication of how this game went down tonight.
No, I agree with you, Luke. It just seemed like Oil City hung around. A couple times I looked up at the scoreboard in the first half, and it just shocked me that Titusville was leading by double digits. Oil City made a really nice run. They put a nice little three-quarter court trap on the Rockets, were able to make a run to get it into single digits, but they never could quite get over the hump of 9 points. Was as close as I think that Oil City was able to get for the rest of the game. Titusville was able to take the remainder. Once we got down to about the 4-minute mark, Titusville was able to close out the game and widen the lead.
Well, I think you said it right off the bat of the game here. It was an Oil City Titusville basketball game.
It did get a little bit physical as time went on, but it was a well-played game, and I liked, I got the opportunity to watch the kids go through the handshake line. I've seen some handshake lines for Oil City and Titusville in the past where things didn't always go so smoothly, but I saw a lot, not only handshakes, which you would expect in that line, but I saw some hugs as the players were going along. So I love the sportsmanship. There's nothing like a good rivalry. It brings out, most of the time, it brings out the best in people, and kudos to both Oil City and Titusville tonight for their sportsmanship.
Absolutely, and I'm sure you saw this as well, but these kids not only play against each other during the season, but they're playing with each other in the summer or the fall. They see each other at tournaments, 3-on-3 outings. So it's not like they don't see these folks until the following, until the next season. They interact with them throughout the year.
Right. There's friendships made and a lot of camaraderie that goes right along with it.
Well, for Coach Tim McCord, Adam Bodemer, I'm Luke Rio. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. Again, the final at the Launchpad, 71-51. Our coverage of Titusville Rockets sports this season brought to you by these great sponsors: State Farm Insurance, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by True Value Hardware, by Armstrong, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by Joe Taylor Ford, by the Barking Lot, by Community Connect Federal Credit Union, by Homerwood, by Vanderhoof Heating and Air Conditioning, and by RTI.